Welcome back out to the Quant Fieldhouse. Just a couple of minutes yet before we get this thing tipped off on the Military Appreciation Youth Honor America Day. Pretty good crowd, but we have plenty of room for more here. So if you are out and about and interested in coming and watching, you get 2 games for the price of 1, by the way. They're not going to make you walk outside and get a second ticket. So you do have an opportunity to watch 2 college basketball games for the price of 1 ticket. That's a pretty good deal. And I do anticipate both games are going to be pretty good. The women are unbeaten right now, our Pointer women. But this is going to be a stern test. Bethany Lutheran is a nice basketball team. Winners will be challenged in that second game. And then, as we've mentioned before, we have a 3rd game coming up tonight as well. So looking forward to that. Let's run down the starting lineups. First of all, for the Rams of Northwestern, they will go with 6'3" senior Carrington McNeil out of Minneapolis, 6'1" senior Remy Wedgeworth Brown, and he is from Aurora, Colorado. You have 6'5" senior Elijah Smith from Coon Rapids, 6'3" senior Carmelo McNeil from Minneapolis, and 6'4" junior Jackson Efforts from Cameron, Wisconsin, and Cumberland High School. You know anybody that went to Cumberland High School, John Zellmer?
That went where?
Cumberland High School.
Well, John Shell.
Oh, there you go.
The most notable.
Good answer on that one.
Former head coach in Stevens Point area senior high and a former captain of the Wisconsin Badgers. So he was quite the player.
Yeah, that's a fact. For our Pointers today, it'll be 6'5" junior Seth Myron from Appleton Kimberly High School, 6'2" junior Josiah Butler from Appleton Fox Valley Lutheran, 6' senior Carter Combs from Stevens Point, 6'8" junior Cal Crone from Waukesha West High, and 6'4" junior Logan Baumgartner. Good to have him available. We weren't sure. He's out of Medford, Wisconsin. The Pointers coming in to this game here this evening, afternoon, 5-1 on the year. The Rams only 2-6, but again, they have had some really, really close games. So that can be a little bit misleading. We do have one hockey final in. Spash beat Notre Dame today,
nice.
9-3, thanks to Patrick Malik for getting me that score. WIAC football, well, a little bit of mixed bag, I guess. North Central Illinois beat La Crosse 35-27. Bethel, out of Minnesota beat Platteville 35-24. But River Falls hounded St. John's 42-14. Well, so RF will be into the semifinals. All right, let's see what happens with our guys and get out there and hopefully a good start. I think that's important, but I might overrate that sometimes compared to coaching.
Well, I think the first 5 minutes of every half is huge, Scotty. It sets the tone for the last 15 minutes, right?
Yep, well, I think so. Here we go. Cal Crone to dump center with McNeil. And the Pointers win the opening tip. Josiah Butler. Pointers are going from our right to left here in the opening half. Josiah out on the right wing. Had an open look, didn't take it. Tosses out on top. Baumgartner over to Seth Myron into the low post. Cal Crone, left side of the lane. Double team comes, kick out. Josiah penetrates, gets down the lane, dumps it off. Cal steps to the basket and draws a foul.
Yep, early call. They were quick to double the ball there. They kind of helped defense, if you will, gave up their assignments early. This is a team that struggles defensive, Scotty. They give up 85 points a game, and they've allowed teams to shoot at a 51% clip.
Elijah Smith with that first foul. Seth Myron off the inbound, gives to Cal at the top of the circle. Crone leaves it for Josiah. Runs it down the lane to the basket, and the Pointers lead 2-0.
Yeah, Josiah's so good going down the line. When he can use the right-hand finish.
Got a total clear out and let him go to work. Yep. Out on the top with the basketball is McNeil. He gets it to Wedgeworth. Brown into the corner. Efforts for 3, and they lead it. Jack's efforts out of Cumberland High. And the Pointers struggling to get the ball up the floor are going to turn it over, and they will go down 5-2.
Yep, just one-on-one bringing the ball up, and Carter got picked.
Yep, not a good thing. Carter will take it to the other end. Got a little push that time. Swing it over. Out on top it'll go. Baumgartner holds it there. Right side. Butler down low. Backing in. Myron, left-hander, scored.
Well, Seth with the monster game down in Chicago a week ago where he had 34.
5-4 Rams. Front court Wedgeworth. Inside ball tipped away. Got it back. Out it'll go to McNeil from the corner. Efforts again. Drains 2 3-pointers. And you're down 8-4.
Yeah, this is reminiscent of a week ago, isn't it?
Yeah. Carter comes to the front court. Cal out on the high left. Efforts not necessarily shooting that well to start the year, I didn't think. Cal gets a baseline drive cut off to Carter. A little runner off the mark. Rebound fought for. Rams come out of there with it. They'll run it up. Wedgeworth Brown to Efforts. Down to the corner it'll go there. McNeil, he'll bring it back out. Across the way to Smith. Into the lane against Cal. Out to the corner. 3 for 3. No, this one rolls off the rim.
Wide open
Pretty
three
good
again.
on the wave.
We're giving up the corner threes.
Yeah, a little too easily.
Yep.
Carter Combs leaves it out on top. Pointers down 4. Logan Baumgartner to a cutter down the right side. That was Myron. Nothing available. Out to Josiah. Carter into the corner. 10 on the shot clock still. Logan trying to clear, and then he gets picked. Here they come. Lead feed. Threw it out a little too far, but they track it down. We're getting picked.
We
ball
are.
Handling right now. Efforts down the lane against Josiah. Fumbled it, but picked up by McNeil in the corner. Josiah cuts off the baseline. Out it'll go. McNeil down to the corner. Kick it out. Still 13 on the shot clock. Effort will lift another 3. This one comes up air ball. Rebound put back inside and score it off an air ball by Smith.
Well, we're getting out quick at this point early on, Scotty. Second chance opportunity. We didn't corral that air ball.
10-4 Northwestern. Exactly the opposite of the start you would have hoped to get. Josiah, Crone, left corner. Myron attacks, and they're going to call a foul from here. That looked like a pretty good defensive play.
They're going to get a reach as he was taking his way to the basket off the take.
Isaiah Moore is going to come in for Stevens Point, replacing Logan Baumgartner right now.
Brings us a little quickness to the floor. We've missed his presence. Certainly did in Chicago for sure.
Absolutely. Would have to agree 100% on that. Pointers inbounded to Moore. Cross court, it'll go to Josiah. Don't know that you absolutely have to have a score here, but I wouldn't mind having one. Carter lifts the 3, left it short. Cal had the rebound, tipped away, picked up by Myron. You get a fresh 20 with that. Seth out to Moore. Back over. Myron into the corner. Josiah. He'll take the 3 from there. That's going to be short. Long rebound tipped out. Picked up by Myron into the lane. Out it'll go to Moore. Drives it in. Kicks it out. Myron a 3. That's still off the mark. And the rebound to the Rams. Here we go again.
Yeah, 0 for 3 on that possession. Those are good looks too, Scotty. Inability to hit the threes.
Yep. Livingston into the ball game. Gives it off. Left side. It'll go there into the hands of Young. Just in. Backdoor cut. Nice move. Turnaround jumper. And knocked that one down for Young. And the Pointers are going to get an early timeout.
No, actually, that's going to come from the Rams.
Oh. They're going to celebrate an 8-point lead, I guess.
I don't know why you'd want to stop your own momentum, but
I agree with
who
that.
knows?
Timeout, 1 minute timeout. We'll be right back. Pointer men's basketball, WPCN.
From small-town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance. They'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
Since 1977, Partners Pub in Stevens Point has been a favorite local bar and grill and still is today, providing great food, drinks, and entertainment 365 days a year and a great place to watch your favorite sports teams on the big screens. Only a few blocks from the UWSP campus and Durkee Field, Partners is your best pregame destination. One of the lowest food and drink priced establishments in town, serving quality 7 days a week. Located on Stanley Street in Stevens Point, Partners Pub and Grill. Taste the tradition. 15:27 to go, opening half, 12-4 Northwestern of Minnesota with the lead right now.
And shooting 70% early on. You wondered about Efforts, who's hit 2 3-point shots. He's 29% on the year.
Yeah.
Perfect
here he
today,
is,
right?
And
And they're in a 2-3 zone here.
Down on the baseline, Cal with it. Hands it off to Myron, pinned down. Their quickness is bothering Stevens Point. It'll go Carter. Cal spin move down the lane. He'll land in. That was a nice move.
Yeah, anytime you get a ball into the interior of a zone, you can do damage to it. Good job of passing inside.
Quickly up the right wing out there. They will toss it all the way around to the left side. Drive down the lane. Ball comes free. Nice job by Carter Combs to steal that one away. Carter across the timeline, heads left, gives to Cal, back to Carter, open three, not going to go. Moore with the rebound from behind, back out on top with a reload. Josiah Butler off to Cal, out high left, 13 on the shot clock. Cal gives off to Moore. He'll lift the 16-footer and hit it.
Man, that was all about Isaiah Moore. Got the rebound and ended up with the ball in the shot.
All right, within 4. Quickly down the floor they come. Into the lane, stepped up, ball tipped away by Seth Myron and out of bounds. It'll go here to Northwestern. 12-8, Max Raymer will come in for Stevens Point.
Well, the Rams sitting in that 2-3 zone, really scrambling. They sometimes even have guys on the top, Scotty, doubling the ball down on the baseline. So they're just sort of starting in the zone and chasing. But they have Well, they have the quickness to get back.
Livingston inbounds. On the floor it comes to Young. Gets down the lane, and that's a foul on Isaiah. He got beat quickly and then fouled from behind.
Yeah, it's going to be a shooting foul. They'll get 2.
Didn't stay in front of his man. First foul on the Pointers, 12-8, and it should be a shooting foul.
It is. They'll get 2. Young is a 69% shooter on the year, 23 of 33.
Aspira's Health, passion for excellence, come passion for people. First is good.
Yeah, that's the action that has been the concern defensively, is guards getting to the rim against our defenders, and it's kind of been a theme every game.
Second free throw, and the lead goes back to 6.
The other team's guards have had some big games against our pointers.
Myron to bring it up. You need quickness in this game. Josiah into the front court, gives it off to Cal.
Back to man-to-man.
Butler on the wing, got a screen but didn't take the shot. It'll go to Myron. Right side, Crone, back to Myron, down to the baseline, spins inside, kicks it out. Moore, open three, got one.
Well, there's some instant energy and offense from the bench by Isaiah Moore, who's been injured a large part of this season.
Livingston working off the right wing dribble. Nice thing is Isaiah's got another year of eligibility. Into the lane, ball pop free, but recovered. Kick out, open three, a little short. Pointers with a rebound off the miss by McNeil that time. Moore into the front court, off it'll go to Josiah Butler. Josiah passes it, didn't hit anybody, but Max Raymer came to find it. Over to the right side, Butler with it. Lobs it down low, Myron. Myron on the baseline right side, trying to spin move. Gets down deep, double clutch, goes up reverse. Ball tipped out long. Moore tracks it down. 5 on the shot clock, got to get a shot up. Cal will have to take it, and he hit it.
You know, who ended up with that loose ball one more time?
There's
Isaiah Moore.
Again, right?
Yep.
14-13, Pointers back within 1. Up front, it'll come with Young over to the left corner. Into the hands of Livingston. Livingston against Raymer. Got down deep, didn't take a shot. Off it'll go to McNeil over the top of the circle. Works right, gets by Josiah down the lane. We're going to get a foul.
What a nice crossover dribble to get himself to the basket by McNeil.
Josiah apparently didn't think he fouled him. I did.
I thought he did.
Me too. 14-13
Coach
in
doesn't,
favor
yeah.
of the Rams right now. American Family Insurance. Contact Jim Migas 15 Post Road Plover or call him 341-5700.
So he's got a coach pleading the case for Josiah as well. As we know, when the ball gets around the rim, they allow some amount of contact.
Yeah, as long as it's consistent, he missed them both.
Yep.
You can live with that, right?
Yep.
Max Raymer, 6'4" freshman out of Sun Prairie with the rebound. Off to Cal Crone. Carter Combs right, swings it back over to Moore. Moore looking, Cal left side of the lane, double team comes, then falls away. Cal with a shorter man on him, spins, little jump hook, left it short.
Yeah.
Probably was fouled. Adams comes up with it. Quickly up the right wing to the corner, and the three ball off the mark. Rebound Seth Myron.
The problem in that last possession, Scotty, is Cal set up too far out. And when the ball came to him, he really didn't have a position around the rim where he could do much with it.
Cal on the right wing, out to Carter Combs. Carter to the baseline, fumbled it, got it back, gives it out to Myron, looked inside. Cal wasn't looking, so he didn't pass it there. Carter back over to Seth. In deep again, Cal Crone. Myron has it, 4 on the shot clock. Going to have to lift one. It's on the way and comes up a little short.
Yeah.
And didn't catch on the iron. And despite the fact that you got the loose ball, you didn't beat the shot clock. Well, Grant Muntz will come into the game for Stevens Point, and we've got a media timeout. 11:38 to go. Rams lead the Pointers 14-13. Back in 30 seconds. Pointer men's basketball, WPCN. Back out at the Quant Fieldhouse, your final score sports bar and grill scoreboard showing Stevens Point down by 1 at 14-13. The final score, plan your before or after game today. Final score, second of Maria Stevens Point, John.
Well, early on, Scotty, we've got a big lift by Isaiah Moore off our bench. He's got 5 points already and 2 rebounds. He's just got that quickness and length that we don't find in a lot of other players. So nice to see him back. So far, we're shooting 50%, not too bad, 6 of 12, but only 1 of 5 from behind the three-point line. And as you mentioned in the pregame show, just 29% on the year so far.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Boy,
and yet, here's North Central. They're 2 out of 4 from there, and they actually shoot it worse than the Pointers at 28.1%. What is it about the Quant?
We look a little bit like Marquette did today.
Young with the dribble against Raymer. Max stays right there with him. Out on top, it'll come to Adams. Gets down the lane with a tough runner. Came up short. Logan Bumgartner, lead feed, bad pass. He saw that it was going to be bad on the release. Luckily, the Rams didn't score immediately. Now we're going to get a foul on Isaiah Moore, which would be his second, and that is costly.
Boy, Logan saw our point guard, Carter Combs, at half court, thinking we could get some early offense. What he didn't see was a guy just waiting for the pass.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things you could see Logan's eyes. The minute it left his hands, he went, oh, no.
Yeah. 14-13. Protect the basketball.
That's a long, and Scotty, that's a long outlet pass to connect.
Sure is. Sure is. On the inbound, and they'll drain it. And that's what happens.
Yeah.
Carrington McNeil.
And you essentially gave him 2.
Yeah. Carter Combs, you're down by 3 into the front court. When you're struggling offensively, and I don't know if that's really quite the right word, in deep it'll go left block. Bumgartner trying to pound his way in and then turns it over again. Up it will come with Young. Gets into the lane, down the lane, pull-up jumper, no, but another foul.
Boy, turnovers back to back.
This one's going on Carter Combs.
Well, you allow the
Maybe
athletes to
fourth
get an
team
open.
foul.
Yep, you allow athletes to get on the open floor, and they have the advantage of you. You're backpedaling, and they're coming right at you.
McNeil will get another try at the line. This one is good. Well, you were within one, back-to-back turnovers. Now you're down 4 and possibly 5.
Scotty, with still more than half of this half to go, we've already got 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
Very uncharacteristic.
Second free throw is good, so he's now 2 out of 4 from the line, and the lead grows back to 5.
7 points off turnovers for the Rams.
Got to get Josiah Butler back into the scoring column. Your leading scorer brings it into the front court. Hasn't gotten many shots, to be honest with you. Myron to Josiah. And there's going to be a hand check foul called out on the wing on Carmelo McNeil.
Yeah, he got that left hand on the hip to impede the progress. Pretty easy call out on top.
Yeah, I guess so. 18-13, Northwestern. On the floor to Grant. Carter Combs looking back over to Butler. Into Grant on the baseline. To the free throw lane. Myron to the perimeter. Carter Combs running baseline. And got trapped down there. Got rid of it. Out to Myron for a 3. Bounces around quite a bit. No. Muntz with the putback. Got it. There you go, Grant.
Was his best action maybe as a pointer. Good fight.
I thought he played really well in the first half at North Park, but then never saw the floor in the second half. Sneak to the corner on the 3, in and out. No rebound. Grant Muntz.
Well, we dodged a bullet there. Another wide open 3 from the corner.
Carter Combs long cross court. Butler trying to work free. They're really hawking him, and why not?
Yep.
He's your leading scorer. Nobody else seems to want to shoot it from out there. Combs with a triple. That's offline. Carter came in shooting 60%. He's 0 for so far. Quickly up the floor come the Rams into the corner. Efforts for a 3 off the rim. Pointers don't get the rebound. Well, they do because it went out of bounds. I thought Josiah touched it.
I couldn't tell, but
I could apparently.
We'll take the ball.
Rock and Roll Cafe, where the sports stars meet. Rock and Roll Cafe, always welcoming friends, family, and athletes. Rock and Roll Cafe, Stevens Point.
Well, we expected a team similar in style to last week, and it's true. They're quick, and they attack the ball, and they kind of fly around.
Yep.
And we have
have
not
a size advantage in the post, but right now you can't take advantage of it.
We're not getting the ball into the post because they've had really good ball pressure.
Yep. Josiah Butler going right side. Working it against Wedgeworth. Back over. Raymer down on the baseline to Crone. They'll double team Cal. Now he's trapped. Swings it to the corner. Open from there. Drew Doust unable to hit it, but the rebound to Seth Myron. Steps back to the basket, up inside, underlaid it. Cal fighting for the rebound. Coming out of there with it is Doust. And they're going to say it's off of Drew or not. I can't quite tell what the officials
They're going to
said.
say it was off of efforts, I think.
Drew's going to get that first one of these days.
I thought that one was in,
It's got to
Scotty.
come pretty soon.
When that one left his hand, I thought it was in.
18-15. Inbound, it'll come to Cal Crone. Goes left, Josiah, quick 3. That's not going to go. Doused inside trying to rebound,
And a
got knocked
foul.
to the floor by efforts.
Yeah.
I like that about Drew, getting down there. He's strong,
He is.
and he's down there, and that's going to be a foul on Jack's efforts.
Yeah, just a freshman, true freshman. He's 6'1", but he's got a football body, right?
Yep. Well, you know what, John? Sometimes they say get the easy one to get that lid off. This is a chance for Drew now.
No, are they going to
put
say
him at
that,
the line.
that was a rebound that he was shooting?
I guess so, so I'm going to take it. Free throw on the way. Oh, my
Wow.
gosh. Yeah, maybe he's thinking about it.
I think so.
Josiah walked up, said, hey, no problem, let's go. I mean, second all-time leading scorer for Stevens Point. And inbound it'll go. 18-16. Up the floor, Drew Doust. On the dribble to the free throw lane. Kick out left corner. Back it will go. Stevens Point with the basketball. Working down the lane. Got by Raymer, and that's going to be goaltending.
Yep.
Counted for Wedgeworth.
Once again, a guard getting past our defenders.
Yep. Yeah, I think I've been calling them Northwestern, haven't I?
Oh, I didn't pay
North
attention.
Central.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I have. So anyway, my apologies. It is North Central of Minnesota, not Northwestern of Minnesota. There is a Northwestern of Minnesota. Doused into the high post to Raymer. Down low it'll go. Back to Doust, a runner down the lane. He's got his first
Finally,
field goal.
we're able to get the ball inside that zone.
2018. Out on the perimeter with it is Young. Sends it over to Wedgeworth. Wedgeworth, the handoff pass through the circle over to the right side. The three ball. Pocket that one. Nice shot. McNeil.
They're being tough with the lead. They don't want to give it up.
No.
Back
Who
to
would,
the zone.
right? Who would? High post, Raymer looked at it, didn't take it. Myron on the right side. Into the lane area, kick it around from the corner. Cal spins into the lane, goes right hand, underlaid, rebound, Myron. Looking, goes up, left hand, scores it. Seth is so strong in there.
Good work by Seth Myron.
23-20, Pointers are down. 7-14, they did lead, Point did, 2-0. And now, ball deflected and out of bounds. We're going to get a media timeout here.
I believe so.
7:10 to go. North Central with a 23-20 lead over Stevens Point. Let's take a minute break. We're coming right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Hi everyone, Scott Klinsky here, CEO of Skyward. Since 1980, we've watched as your student athlete went from playing t-ball in kindergarten to making varsity their junior year. During that time, we've stayed committed to one goal, keeping your student athlete performing at 100% in the classroom. That's why we provide our Family Access Parent Portal, where you can stay up to date on academic scores, attendance, course requests, and more. The result? Your student athlete can focus.
All right, back out we come. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing North Central 23, UWSP 20 right now. Rams with the ball off the inbound. Over the high screen, got away with a travel down the lane. Then a pass to the corner, intercepted by Myron. Nice job by Seth to read that one. Definitely a travel on Smith, but they didn't whistle it if you saw his feet. Two little quick steps before he ever got the ball down. Josiah out on top for the Pointers, over to Myron. Into the post, it'll go to Cal. Down the lane, holds it there. Underneath, it'll go to Raymer, takes it up and in.
We're doing a better job attacking the zone, not with just one player, but now we got a double post. And that's certainly that change of a little bit of change of offense have really allowed us to get the ball inside.
Can you get a stop here now? Young. Down the lane against Douse, off on the baseline, inside. McNeil, shot blocked by Cal. A lot of contact, no whistle. That was Smith, actually, with the shot. Butler to the front court. Nearly turned it over. He's bothered by the quickness, I think. Over to the right side, it'll go to Myron. Pointers down one, a chance for the lead here.
Yep, back to man, by the way. That zone wasn't working.
Crone spins down low, takes it up. He'll score it.
Boy, leaning
No
in.
foul.
From a tough shot. Yeah, I thought that might have been an and one.
Young front court, Pointers back up 24-23. There was a travel in the... And there's another travel for Pete's sake. Down the lane, a left-hander, underlaid, Crone with a rebound. That's two travels on the same guy in the same play. Feet are moving. He cannot do the things he was doing. It'll go from Cal over to Doust in the left corner. Drew out on top, will send it to Butler. Down low baseline, Myron spins in, nothing there. Kick out, Doust, open three, a hair short. And the rebound tip, run down by Myron. Myron looking, still looking. Out to Drew, he'll try it again. Got it! Drew Doust with his first 3 as a pointer. 27-23 into the lane, and they're going to throw it away out of bounds. Wedgeworth with a bad pass.
Well, that's what we've been waiting to see.
Yeah.
Drew's first 3-point shot. Seth Meyer, the junior, comes over, gives him a big slap on the back. Everyone knows that Drew is a scorer, one of the second leading scorer in the state of Wisconsin history. So it's just a matter of time before he relaxes at this level and starts throwing the ball in the hole.
Carter Combs comes back in. Drew on the left side. Double D gives it off into the corner to Grant Muntz underneath to Carter Combs, out to Josiah Butler. Swing it around, Doust heading right, gives it back to Myron. Left side, Butler on the wing. Looked into the post at Grant, nothing there. Still 10 seconds. Now Josiah for a triple. He's got it.
Tell you what, his defender saw the screen coming and was going to go under it, and that just opened up the shot. You go under a screen against Josiah, you're going to pay the price.
Pointers with a 7-point lead. Butler's going to pick up his second foul.
They're on a 12-0 run right now with our Pointers.
It's nice to have it go our way. Max Raymer's going to come in, replacing whom? Probably Josiah. He's got 2 fouls. Now they only have him for 1.
But that could be a scoreboard. Well, who did they score that? Well, they counted on it outside. So we remember the driving layup they called a foul. So it's definitely 2. They're just wrong.
2. They're just wrong on the scoreboard. All right. It does happen. McNeil, hey, I had the wrong name of the team. So McNeil goes down the left of the lane, fadeaway jumper over Raymer and got it. Carrington McNeil is such a load at 6'3", and so quick. He averages 16 points, and he's got 7 right now.
And he has that little fadeaway. You can't get to that shot.
Yep. Muntz over to Combs, down deep. Myron spins, double spin, up inside, scores again. Boy, is Seth really improved his footwork inside. 32-25.
That's a travel.
Yeah. And what are we going to get? Finally, they call the travel. Adams traveled a couple of moments before they called it.
Yeah, it came late. I'm not sure if the travel was late on the initial travel or if when he picked up the ball, he switched pivot feet. But they are taking off with a little cha-cha-cha style.
Yeah. 32-25 pointers. Max Raymer front court gives it out on top. Left side, it'll go to Carter Combs. Now we've got to get Carter when he does shoot to hit his shot today. He's been pretty good so far this year. Slings it to Raymer, open from the right corner, in and out. No. Halfway down and then recovered by the Rams. Up they will come quickly. McNeil right side to McNeil. Back out to McNeil. Over to the left wing. It'll go there. Adams into the corner. Popped free. Picked up. McNeil kicks it out. Almost a travel. Islas and a tough drive. And he's got a tough move by Carmelo McNeil. So 32-27, pardon me. Down to the baseline, Stevens Point. Drew Doust over to the right wing. It'll go there to Carter Combs. Bounces it in the lane. Seth got in deep, still working. Goes up right hand, rolls it off the rim. And the rebound off to McNeil. Kind of threw an elbow. Didn't catch Seth Myron, or we might have had some problems there. Reverse layup. Missed that time. Got a bit of a break on that.
That was a beautiful pass and a cutter to the baseline, and the guy just blew an easy shot.
Yeah, should have been an easy 2 for Islas, and he missed it. And we've got a timeout, 2:52 to go. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. All right, Pointers up 32-27 on your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. Last night, Pointer women with a 6-1 win in hockey. And the Pointer men tied stout. The women last night playing again in Beloit, leading by a 3-2 score. The Pointer men at home against Beloit tonight. Right now, basketball, men up by 5. Women's game to follow.
Well, we didn't get a lot of points off of our bench last week, Scotty. We got 15 already, thanks in part to Isaiah Moore had 5 and Drew Douse, the true freshman, has 6. So good contribution by the guys coming in off the bench.
Spot here. Spot.
You got some young people playing.
Yep.
Which excites me. Raymer will give it back to Carter Combs, and up the floor it will come. Cut off that time by McNeil. Left side, Douse was open, said, nope, I don't have any rebounders, so he sent it back out on top. Now we've got a foul in the post.
On a hold.
He's lost, maybe?
Yep.
No? No, it's going to be, well, let's see who they called that on. Yeah, it was. He's lost.
Yep. Team foul number 5 both ways here, so neither team shooting yet.
Inbound left corner. Stevens Point with the ball and a 5-point lead. Myron open. 3, not going to go. Boy, we're bad at 3-point range right now. Up, it'll come quickly into the front court. Livingston down to the baseline, cut off by Cal. Tosses, he's lost. Out, it'll go on top to Wedgeworth, down the lane. Blocked by Drew Douse. Nice hang, and then a foul from behind on Wedgeworth, who got blocked by Drew Douse. I don't think he liked that. And it was a good block from my vantage point.
Yep, all ball for sure. Got a little arm into him, pushing Drew off. And there's where the strength comes, Scotty. Drew is 6'1", but he's built like a running back. And he was able to, with that weight and strength, to stay with that man and not back away.
Carter Combs runs it into the front court, down to the left baseline. Gives it off inside. Cal spin move, goes up right hand, and he did not get the bounce.
But he did
get knocked to the floor. That foul is going to go on Livingston, I believe.
The one piece I'd like to see Carter develop as he brings it up with a lot of ball pressure is once in a while just turn the corner and get himself to the rim. You're going to guard me that hard at 25 feet. I'm going to go by you and get to the rim.
Cal should, I believe, get 2 here. Looks like he's going to the line.
Well, you got a sophomore and a freshman on the floor. Carter and Drew, those two are going to be really good together for a long time.
Freshmen. Max Raymer is a freshman.
I was thinking at the guard position.
Yeah. First free throw of the game for Cal Crone, and he got that first one. He's got 7 points. 33-27, Pointers lead North Central.
63% on the year for Cal, 31 of 49 coming into today.
Second one coming up for the left-handed Crone. That one's not going to go. Rebound Eastloss. 33-27 Pointers. Front court Wedgeworth across the way. It'll come here Livingston to the corner. Back to Livingston at the top of the circle. Right side, McNeil. What a move there. Bounce pass left wing. They'll take the shot in and out. No, over the back rebound, and we're going to, I think he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, and I think he got away with a hold against Drew Douse. That was almost one of those hook and grab kind of situations. I thought he had Drew's left arm. Well, now we're going to see some full court. Will it be man, or are they going to zone this up?
It'll come on the floor to Raymer, right back to Carter Combs on ahead. Myron, Raymer, front court.
Keep your dribble.
Out on top to Carter Combs. A bad pass by Carter. Intercepted by McNeil. Bounce pass down the lane. Nothing there. Kick out. Open 3. Nope, not going to take it. Over to the right wing now. So the Pointers recover quickly that way. Livingston, it is not good. Carter Combs, who turned it over, gets the rebound.
And did you see Drew Douse scramble on that? He got the 3 different shooters in that possession.
Over to the right side, it'll go. Seth Myron, left side, Crone. Cal looks. Finds Drew Douse, who'll take the 3. That's offline. And the rebound up to North Central. Quickly up the floor with it is McNeil into the lane. We're going to get a foul on Combs, I believe.
Yeah.
Almost got that one. Carter is going to get his second personal.
Carter was going for a steal, and the guy spun out of it really well.
33-27, Stevens Point.
So who do we go to here?
Mr. Orr is going to come in. Tyler Orr into the game.
Sophomore of the two brothers.
Yep.
Started his career at Winona State.
picture on the cover of today's program, Tyler. North Central will inbound off the left sideline. Still 55 seconds to go in the half. McNeil. We're going to try to set up a good shot here. Wedgeworth. McNeil into the corner. Back out. Working, spin, turn. McNeil in and out. Big push off again. Who is that? Ends up with the ball, scooping layup. He just absolutely pushed off.
Yep.
Jaquan Adams, both hands right in the back. I want to say doused again to get that first rebound. I don't know how they missed that. But they did. And the foul.
6'2" guy, senior out of Miami. That's, yeah, a lot of contact. That's about all you can say about it.
If he hadn't extended his arms, I'd say one thing, but he clearly pushed him right in the back to get his hands on the ball the first time.
Well,
and he makes the free throw.
If the official doesn't see it, I guess it's a good play.
Yeah, 33-30. Seth Myron, Raymer, 29 seconds, stopped right across the timeline, and now has to burn a timeout.
Yeah, he needed that timeout. He took it right into a trap over the timeline and immediately called a timeout, realizing I'm in trouble.
Yeah, 27.1, and that's going to take the Pointers down to 2 timeouts. We're going to stay right here. You don't like to burn that timeout right there. That's for sure.
Yeah, they came in a 2-1-2 front that time.
That's where having young guards on the floor in this case didn't help. But and not to blame it all on Max, but
well, I would have liked to have seen him float more towards the basket before that pass came. You know, that's where he was in the press break. Unfortunately, when they threw him the ball because he was open, he was right in a trap. So I guess you could say he shouldn't have been in that spot, or you could say they shouldn't have thrown him the ball in that spot. But regardless, it cost us a timeout.
Yeah. You never know at the end of a game if you're going to want that timeout back. But Pointers lead by 3 against North Central.
Well, last possession pretty much here.
Josiah Butler, there's about 3 seconds difference, I think.
Yep.
Butler across the way to Max Raymer.
Back in the zone.
Doused. 10 on the shot clock now, over to Butler. You suspect Josiah might get the shot. Doused inside Cal to the basket, lays it up and in. Like I said, you'd expect Cal Crone to get the basket. North Central quickly, Jackson drains the 3 because he didn't defend.
He just ran down the sideline and they got the shooter the ball.
And they called it a 2 as toes were on the line. So instead of a 3, it's a 2. And it's 35-32 at the break. Stevens Point does have a lead. We knew it would be a tough game. The quickness is such a factor in this game of basketball. And the Pointers are a little shy in that department. 35-32. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
do that. I've always thought that as assets of athletes go, quickness is one of the best in any sport. So they're scrambling. They're using their quickness to their advantage. Let's face it, if they just play half court, man to man, possession by possession basketball, our strength and size is probably going to be too much for them. So they scramble, they change defenses. We've seen multiple fronts. We've seen man to man. We've seen half court. We've seen full court. And they just really try to fly around and double and chase. It's almost like they're free. They've been freed up to chase the ball, and if they give up an open shot, that's okay. If they run into a really hot shooting team, maybe Eau Claire was that night when they played them and got beat by 50. They may give up some open shots, but you really gotta be strong with the basketball because they seem to really fly at you.
Yeah, they get around quickly, and it can create some problems. 35-32, Pointers do have the lead. Again, this is the first of 3 games on the air for you today, and we're excited to bring you all 3. Right after this one, the Pointer women will be playing Bethany Lutheran. Hopefully I have the right opponent this time. And then you will have the Spash girls against Hortonville. And that will come up kind of right after the Pointer women's game. So we'll get you a couple of other scores here from around our conference. Maybe, and I emphasize, maybe a little bit of a surprise coming out of Michigan, but we'll let you determine if it's a surprise or not. Going in, Calvin was 3-1. Oshkosh was 6-0. Calvin won that game today, John, 89-52. Wow. So
the loss is not a surprise. The margin of victory, of course, is what catches your attention. Now, we've been in that field house, right? We've been over there.
Yeah.
And they draw well. It's a beautiful facility.
Yeah.
And they're tough at home. So many teams are. But, you got that long
trip.
Yep, around Chicago and up. And then you run into a really good team.
We're going to see that next week when we go to the University of Olivet.
Yep.
That long ride for one game can really be hard to deal with, I think. Maybe not.
Yeah, you only ever
young people, but
you only ever sign up for that trip if it's a home and home. So hey, if we're going to make that trip, you've got it too.
Yeah.
And
agreed.
Well, we knew what a tough week we had last week just going to Chicago, right? In the weather and the traffic and all that goes with that. But that's part of why you schedule these games, because come tournament time, if you're lucky enough to get in those games, that's exactly the schedule you're going to face when you get put out on the road.
Yeah, that's a fact. Speaking of facts, John Zellmer has stats, which are facts, on the opening half.
I have the North Central stats, the Rams. They finished that first half 12 of 26, 46%. 3 of 9 from behind the three-point line. They hit their first 2 for 33%, and they made 5 of their 7 free throws. 12 rebounds for the Rams in that first half, just 3 on their offensive end. They had 8 assists to go with 5 turnovers. Pretty good line. And they had 5 steals in the first half. For our Pointers, 15 of 32, 46%. Just 3 of 15, Scotty. That's 20%. We talk about that we're shooting only 29 on the year. We'd like to see that mid-30s someplace. And today, just 3 of 15. 2 of 4 from the foul line. We out-rebounded the Rams by 9. That was probably the biggest reason why we have a 3-point lead at halftime. 21 rebounds, 9 of those on our offensive end, which contributed to 10 second chance points. We had 8 assists to go with 6 turnovers and 2 steals. Points off turnovers, the Rams with an 8-7 advantage. Points down in the paint, 20-12 Stevens point. Fast break points 4-zip those both came off of steals, you may remember. Back-to-back steals for the Rams. And bench scoring, not too bad for the Pointers in the first half. 15 for the Pointer bench, 7 for the Rams.
All right, scoring-wise in half number 1 here for North Central of Minnesota. They are led by Jack's Efforts, who has 8 right now. 7 points for Carrington McNeil, 6 for Carmelo McNeil, 4 for Jamison Young, 3 for Jaquan Adams, and 2 apiece for Remy Wedgeworth Brown and Elijah Smith. For Stevens Point, the leader is Cal Crone. He has 9, 6 for Seth Myron and Drew Doust. 5 points apiece for Josiah Butler and Isaiah Moore. 2 apiece for Max Raymer and Grant Muntz. And right now, Stevens Point with the 1 possession lead at 35-32. Let's take a 2-minute break. When we come back, I've got some other scores for you. And we'll get ready to start that second half. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. At 35-32, Stevens Point does have a lead here over North Central of Minnesota. John, what's it going to take to keep this thing going and get out of here with a W here today? What is it? What's it going to take to get out of here with a win?
Well, you're just going to have to be strong with the basketball, knock down some shots, and try to contend with their quickness. You know, these teams essentially the same as last year. We've now played 3 halves, and there's been a difference of 6 points total. So, you know, North Central with its quickness and its you know, open floor style of basketball is a challenge for our Pointers, and just have to. I would like to see us get the ball inside a little bit more against that zone. See if we can't get into the lane against it and get some easier, closer shots.
Well, we'll see if the Pointers can do that. Certainly have their work cut out for them, I guess, is the way I would put it. See if you can get out there and put some things together and pick up a win here. Some other scores. First of all, I was talking earlier about football, and only one team right now from the WIAC is still alive after today's activity. Give credit where it is due, I guess, is the way to put this. But you are looking at right now River Falls, the only football team from our league that is left. as they did pick up a win here today, albeit a pretty convincing win over St. John's. And that was a final of 42-14. Otherwise, Lacrosse lost a tough one, as did Platteville. So basketball-wise, Calvin on the men's side did defeat Oshkosh 89-52. Bethel and River Falls are going right down to the end in overtime. And Bethel leading 77-73. Women so far today, Lacrosse beat Dubuque 64-42. Platteville over Augsburg 56-49, and Stout beat Superior today 65-40. Again, those were on the women's side, and we'll have our Pointer women against Bethany Lutheran. Conference play starts in January, John.
Boy, that's coming up in a hurry.
Seems like it.
And after today now, we're going to go out on the road for 3 games. Big road trips, right? We're going to go over to Michigan and then down to San Antonio. So we'll see how we fare far, far away from the friendly confines of the Quant here. We'll see if the confines are going to be friendly in the last 20 minutes today.
Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed on that. 35-32 as we get ready for the second half. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing Stevens Point up by that 3-point margin. You can score amazing specials at Stevens Point's perennial Sports Bar and Grill. Cost Cutters not only making you look fabulous, but now they look fabulous too. Their new location, 492 Division Street, right next to the radio station, which means you really can't miss it because everybody knows where the radio station is. Well, I do anyway.
I know both doors even.
Yeah. There's a front and a back door, almost like home.
That's kind of like basketball. You got to run a backdoor play.
There you go. Well, McNeil, Wedgeworth, Smith, McNeil efforts.
And they're going to get the first possession, I do believe.
Yeah. Can you get a stop right away and go down and get a 2-possession lead?
Yep. Or with one 3-point shot, you're tied. So
that's a fact.
And we'll go back to the way we started, Scotty, these first 5 minutes. Very important to the outcome of this game. Of course, in the first half, they kind of owned the first 5 minutes.
That they did.
In fact, they went out to a 12-4 lead in those first 5 minutes.
Smith will be the inbounder. He gets it on the floor to Wedgeworth. Here we go. Half number 2 from the Quad. First of 3 games here today. Wedgeworth out on top against Carter Combs. Sends it to the top of the circle. McNeil on the left side. Bounce pass across the way. Wedgeworth into the paint area. Spins by Carter, who poked it away from behind.
Yeah, great
and then recovers the ball.
Good job of using the right hand so it's not the foul.
Carter Combs leaves it up for Josiah Butler. Logan Bumgartner, who didn't play many minutes in that opening half. Skip pass over. Carter, right corner, runs inside. Outside, Butler for 3. Buried it.
Well, they came out in the zone, and give Carter credit. He saw the open shooter opposite court.
Right side, McNeil into the corner. Efforts. Stops his dribble. Long cross court. Wedgeworth against Carter once again, who cut him off. Into the left corner, Wedgeworth. Logan's got to get out on him. He was hot. McNeil, top of the circle, drives down the right of the lane, spins, fade away, rolls off the rim. Crone with a rebound, a chance to extend a 6-point lead. Cal brings it all the way to the front court and then gives it up on the left side. Bumgartner. Off it'll go to Butler. Butler bodied up a little bit, then hands it back to Carter Combs. To the lane it'll go. Myron at the free throw line. Out to Carter on the left wing. Right back to Myron. Carter into the lane. It'll go. Bumgartner goes up and rolls it in. His first 2 of the game.
Logan's first 2.
Quickly up it'll come. Pointers up by 8. Wedgeworth on the left side trying to go by Carter, who falls down. Then he tried to make a pass underneath the efforts. It comes free. Butler to the other end. Left-hand layup good. He used that big, strong body.
Well, and
all of a sudden up by 10.
Yeah, great job coming out. 7-0 run.
Front court, McNeil for North Central. Hands it off to McNeil. Left side efforts, wanted three. Logan came out at him. Efforts goes to the basket and scores. Nice move by Jax Efforts.
They open that lane up, Scotty, because they play 5 out. And that's the intention, is to use the quickness to drive through you. And when you do, there's no help.
17:55 to go, and a quick 30-second timeout taken here by the Rams of North Central. Blinds and Designs by Kelly, locally owned and operated, providing the best Hunter Douglas blind, shade, shutters, and drapes in central Wisconsin. Good luck to the Pointers from Blinds and Designs by Kelly. Pointer Hoops radio show coming up on Monday. Please come out and join us out at PJ's at Century World. We're on the air from 6 until 7. And John, we have to get out by 7 because we have a boys basketball game right after that.
Well, then we will.
Okay. You're hosting the show. Did you know that?
Is that right? My pleasure.
Yeah.
Just tell
Maybe
me
I
when.
should do that one of these days.
Just tell me when and where, Scott.
Well, you know where.
I know where.
Yeah.
Hey, we're perfect 3 out of 3. I'll go so far as to say if we don't miss a shot this half, we're going to win.
Oh, I like that.
But I really like the fact that we swung the ball against that zone backside, got that wide open look from Josiah, which that zone will give you. And then Logan Baumgartner, with his strength, gets the easy 2 inside against the zone. So good job of attacking that 2-3 zone. See if they stay in it or if they're going to come back to a man-to-man.
Doesn't look like any changes to either lineup so far. Of course, you're only 2 minutes and 5 seconds into the second half.
They're matching up man-to-man here.
Inbound, the Pointers up by 8 at the moment, 42-34. Butler trying to bring it across the timeline, and does. Gives it off to Seth Myron. Left corner, Baumgartner. Logan crossed the way. Carter. Crone outside the arc, leaves it for Josiah. Tries to set a screen. Butler gets to the baseline. Double team comes. They poke it away from him. He didn't feel that double team early enough. McNeil, front court, left corner, it'll go. Good. Long cross court efforts for 3 off the rim. Logan with a rebound. Gets it into the hands of Carter Combs. Up the left side, it'll go to Myron. Right back to Carter there. In on the baseline, Myron is fouled. He'll go to the line almost an and one.
Good recognition by your point guard there, Carter Combs. Had that ball out on the left wing, and he saw Seth establish in a really good baseline position and kicked the ball right back into him.
First foul of the second half here. Seth will get 2, his first trip to the line here tonight. Second foul, by the way, on Jack's efforts. First is good for Seth.
Where he is 68% on the year, Scotty. At one point in last week's game, he was 9 out of 9.
Yeah. 43-34. Isaiah Moore getting set to come in.
Of course, 34 points for Seth Myron a week ago.
Myron will get a little rest as Isaiah Moore comes back.
He's got 7 so far tonight.
I believe the biggest lead, 4-point at 10 right now, correct?
I believe you are correct. Let me check it.
Young into the front court. Gives it off out on top to Smith. Smith back over, right wing, McNeil. Top of the circle, spinning down the lane. Young off the glass.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Wow, that was something else there by Young. He got it.
He actually just threw that up because he had to, and it hit the side of the backboard and somehow continued on and careened in.
Yep, 44-36. We're going to get a foul in the post here. That foul is going to go on Elijah Smith.
Scotty, my first thought on that shot was, boy, that's going way over the rim, and somehow it caught the side of the board, which slowed it down.
44-36, inbound Cal, right side. Underneath, up inside,
good block.
Butler, a nice block from behind. McNeil will bring it up quickly to the left corner. Driving toward the lane, kick it out, efforts. Back out to McNeil, explodes to the rim, and he'll lay it up and in.
No help.
So that 10-point lead quickly down to
There's
6.
that straight line drive to the rim that has been such a concern.
Butler, front court. Showed a little basketball. Trying to work against McNeil. He is hammered from behind. Ball comes free. Moore, kick out. Baumgartner, three, not going to go. Rebound tip. Moore into the corner. Combs saves it. Saved by North Central into the front court. Baumgartner back over to Moore. Moore crossover, leaves it out on top. Logan will try that three again. He misses everything this time.
Well, kind of a scramble for that. We had a really good look at the end of it and just missed it.
Yep. Media timeout. 15:44 to go. 44-38. Stevens Point back in 30 seconds. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Hi everyone, Scott Klinsky here, CEO of Skyward. Since 1980, we've watched as your student athlete went from playing t-ball in kindergarten to making varsity their junior year. During that time, we've stayed committed to one goal, keeping your student athlete performing at 100% in the classroom. That's why we provide our Family Access Parent Portal, where you can stay up to date on academic scores, attendance, course requests, and more. The result? Your student athlete can focus on the sports they love while being a front runner in the classroom. As times continue to change around us, our commitment to our customers and community remains strong. Skyward, a proud supporter of local and state athletics.
44 to go in this ball game. Final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing Stevens Point 44, North Central 38. The final score on the corner of 2nd and Maria, Stevens Point. They have all of your game day needs, or you can go right next door to the OT Tavern for a little something extra.
Scotty, the Rams really aware of where Josiah Butler is, and when the ball's in his hand, it doesn't matter which defense they're in, the zone or the man-to-man. When Josiah has the ball and puts it on the floor, they're just running two at him, kind of saying, we're going to make you give that ball up. We don't want you to beat us going to the basket. So he's got to be aware of that and look for open teammates.
So the Rams will get it back down by 6. Pointers just had a 10-point lead. Front court with it is Young. Heads left, right down the lane, then sends it back out on the perimeter. Into the lane, kick out efforts. Back to Young in the corner, trying to get by Carter on the baseline. Using that off arm, almost a hook. It'll go to Efforts into the corner, looking at the three. Adams didn't take it. And now stolen away. Here's Isaiah Moore on the break to the other end. He'll throw it down.
There's a little bit of quickness of our own, Scotty.
Yeah, that's a fact. Free throw lane, kick to the corner to Efforts. Quickly, left corner, three ball, not going to go. Carter Combs rebounds. Off the miss that time by Wedgeworth. Moore back up, gives it Josiah Butler to Cal. Pointers by 8. Cal spins into the lane, left-hander. Hey, he got it in nice and
Yeah, they actually had 3 defenders there, and he spun away from both of them, working off the right shoulder.
48-38, back up. McNeil. Off the screen, keeps the ball in hand, top of the circle. It will go to Young, trying to get by Carter. He does down the lane, a little turnaround jumper, in and out, no tip. Down on the baseline, and Cal Crone came out of there with it. Coming in off the wing, I wasn't sure who that was, but did a good job keeping that ball alive. Just didn't go to the Rams on that particular occasion. Raymer getting set to come in. Crone back to Butler down the lane, off the glass. He'll score it. He gets going.
That was a good cut, and it came too fast. Yep, they weren't able to get the double even near him that time.
50-38 point. McNeil trying to get by Moore. Yep. Josiah a little blocked that time. He definitely did.
Yep, right
Third
at the
foul
corner.
on
Right
Isaiah.
at the corner when he was going to start to go towards the rim. The 2 hands come out.
Yep. That's his third, I believe. Yep. First on the pointers in the half. Combs will get a rest as Raymer comes into the ball game. All right, you're up by 12. Can you build on that?
See what we run here.
We got a little.
They've got that picket fence or that
a
4
little
guys on the side.
positioning in there, and the official said, okay, guys, enough pushing before the inbound, and it comes on the floor. Almost lost it with Smith. Outside, back to McNeil in the corner. Over to the right side. Running baseline into the lane. Left-hander off the rim. Rebound Butler.
Well, now the Rams missing some shots.
Yeah.
Well defended, however.
Isaiah gives it to Myron. Set into the lane, jump stop, a little short, gets his own
Foul
board,
from
and
behind.
is he fouled?
Yeah, he was. That's going to be on Adams, who swatted from behind.
I
Probably
love seeing
saved.
on the floor, but
Yeah.
boy, I miss half the play with coaches and officials.
Adams probably saved the basket there off that rebound.
Fouled on, as John just pointed out, Jaquan Adams, his first. Pointers will inbound. They do to Cal in the left corner. Drops it into the block. Butler, kick out, more open, three, in and out, no. Tipped rebound, pulled down by the Rams.
Boy, that rattled
Halfway down.
everywhere's but in, didn't it?
Yep. Quickly, McNeil crossover, 8-footer, got it. Nice move.
He's got a
by
killer
Carmelo
crossover dribble,
McNeil.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
That was
They're
sweet.
good. The McNeil, I'm assuming brothers,
Yep.
right? Twins. So why not? Butler into the front court, gives it off to Cal Crone. Cal into the lane. Pinned down, got it off to Butler. Right back to Cal. At the right elbow, spins, nothing there. Myron, left-hand layup, good.
Yeah,
Nice
Seth,
pass by
Seth
Cal.
read the double against Cal and made himself available, just cutting to the basket. Good look by Cal Crone.
52-40 pointers. And McNeil with a triple, tipped rebound into the hands of Moroff. It'll go to Butler. Butler will run it down the lane and is fouled going in.
Well, a little bit of a...
Went down hard, but it looks to be okay. And then Myron slipped on something and went down to the knee there.
We caught the Rams not really running the transition, running the floor very well that time, and got out ahead of them.
Good to see they're mopping that up, whatever it was.
4 team fouls now against North Central.
Second on Adams out of Miami, Florida. Wonder what he thinks of the weather. Of course, he's probably been asked that a million times. Butler's first trip to the line.
It's warmer downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah, sure is. Into the game for the first time, Josh Hoffman. For the Rams, 6'5" senior.
Well, we're kind of building this lead, Scotty, a little bit at a time here. 14 now.
I didn't want to say anything, John, but I'm glad you did. Out of Hopkins, Minnesota is Hoffman, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Right down the lane, off the glass, scored, and they're going to call a foul on Grant Muntz. I didn't think he
it's
touched
going to come
anybody.
on Munz. Yep.
Grant coming over to try to help. That was not his man.
No, it wasn't. I'll tell you what beat me in this time, it was Carmelo. He changes directions in a split second.
So a chance at a three-point play. And he missed it. Muntz with a rebound off to Carter. 54-42 pointers. Holmes, right side of the lane. From behind,
Whoa.
got it tipped, but right to Butler. I don't know, communication. You got to tell them they're coming. Butler on the right wing.
That was fun of our whole bench guy.
Yeah, underneath the Max Raymer. Double clutches, goes up. He'll go to the line. He's fouled.
Scotty, we're doing something this half that we did not particularly do well in the first half. That's getting the ball in the paint.
54-42 media timeout.
I think so. When you can get the ball in the paint that way, then you get yourself to the foul line.
11:42 to go in the ball game. Pointers lead 54-42. Let's take a 30-second break. We're coming right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN.
Locally owned and operated, Rock and Roll Cafe would like to wish everyone.
.42, so a lot of time left in this ball game. Pointers with the lead on your final score sports bar and grill scoreboard. 54-42 over North Central of Minnesota.
Well, Pointer 7 of 12 this half, so 58%. You like that shooting percentage. Right at 50% for the game, and of course North Central gives up 51% on its season defensively. So we're scoring at about the pace that everyone else has. Here's the stat, though, Scotty. We have doubled them up in rebounds, 30-15.
Well, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Max Raymer to the line here. Max's first trip to the stripe in this ball game. Chance to extend the lead. You want to extend any chance you get, because finishing a game is not all that easy.
Well, and you've grabbed the momentum here a little bit, so you don't want to give them any thoughts that they're going to take over and get back into this thing. And one of the ways you do that is make your free throws.
Max made the first. Second one off the rim, no. Rebound pulled down by the Rams. 1 out of 2, 55-42. Front court, Wedgeworth. Hoffman into the lane, pass deflected, stolen by Seth, and he couldn't hang on to it. Now comes free. Here come the Rams down the lane to the basket. Layup won't go. Rebound, Grant Muntz. Nice job by Grant.
Yep.
And
Good job
into the front court comes Butler.
So he's got good job at protecting that rebounds once he got it.
Carter Combs off to Butler. Grant starting to get those minutes and starting to play the way the Pointers expected him to. Down on the left baseline, Seth Myron skips it over to Raymer, passed it up. Carter Combs to Butler, into the corner again. 3 ball, off the rim, no. Rebound, Raymer.
From behind.
Miss by Myron. Raymer, again, 6'4". You get that extra, not only the height, but people sometimes forget, you get the extra, usually, arm length that goes with it. So 2 inches taller maybe by height, and then 2 or 3 more inches in arm length.
And he's got long arms, Scotty.
Yeah, he does. Wedgeworth with the foul. Holmes does inbound. Corner, Myron. 55-42. Seth backing his way in. Goes right-hander, no.
Oh, good battle, but they're going to get the foul on Grant.
I thought maybe Seth kind of forced that one.
I think he made up his mind pretty early. Yeah. He was going to pound his way into the lane and get the shot off. He was actually trying, I think, shoot that off glass from, what was he, maybe about 8 feet in front of the rim. So good defense by the Rams there. They did not let him get to the front of that rim.
Yep. 3 team fouls on the Pointers, 2 on Grant now. Front court, Wedgeworth. Game's far, far, far from over. You got to finish this thing. McNeil into the corner. Gets it right back, sends it over to the right side. Jumper on the way. There's a 3. That's a little closer. Adams with that triple. 55-45. Stay strong. You will have to score more. Butler off. It'll go to Seth Myron. Into the corner, Grant Muntz. Carter Combs. Open 3, still over. Myron with the putback inside. Oh my goodness.
Boy, what Pointer's doing a lot of damage this half on our offensive board. Second chance opportunities.
McNeil, Wedgeworth, corner, 3 ball, in and out. No, tipped out of bounds. Are we going to get another foul?
Yeah, might be on
Grant again.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe a hair tardy getting the block out there.
Yep.
That's going to be his 3rd, so he's likely coming back out of the game. Moore will come in. Crone will come in. Combs and Muntz will sit. 57-45. A redo for the Rams.
Circle Max, come on Max, come on Max.
Inbound left corner, McNeil. Trying to get by Raymer. Euro steps it to the lane and then kicks to the corner for an open 3. Knock it down, Livingston.
That all happened when we got beat on the baseline. The help came, and then they had the whole backside to shoot, too.
So now it's down to a 9-point game. Moore leaves it off for Raymer. Cal Crone with the handoff to Butler. They've done a good job on Butler, and a hold in the post on Hoffman again. That will be...
It's team foul 7, so we're going to shoot the last 9 minutes and 31 seconds here. Big bonus, though, Scotty. They've got it down to within 9. You've got to hit these free throws.
Yeah.
Good ball rotation on that last offensive possession by the Rams. First the dribble penetration and the help, and then they kicked it across the floor.
First foul on Hoffman. But you're right, you have to make these free throws. First is not going to go, of course.
Then that's essentially a turnover.
Yeah. And then you get a foul on Myron trying to rebound it.
The worst possible outcome on that, right? Missed the free throw and pick up a foul.
57-48. So 3 gets them right back to within 5 points here. Pardon me, within 6 points. Into the lane, got right by Cal, down low Hoffman, then he didn't take it straight up, kicks to the corner, in and out on the 3, and rebound Raymer, and a foul, maybe on Hoffman again.
Yeah, he undercut Cal at that time.
Hoffman's second.
You could see the body underneath Cal. Cal was kind of in a vulnerable position there as Hoffman trying to box him out, but he actually got under him. Well, back down right where we were.
I thought it was Max Raymer.
Oh, it is Max. My bad.
No biggie. For a change, I could see.
I actually thought he fouled Cal, but.
All right, now the freshman will step up here.
Yep, team foul number 8, so we're going to have bonuses on the next 2.
Well, Max is going to knock this down. He's going to make 2. 57-48. Raymer front end of a 1-and-1, and he got that one. Max now with 4 points in the game. Came in averaging 4.3.
Just a freshman. He's going to have a fine career here.
Yeah, I agree with that. 9:12 to go in the ball game. Pointers by 10. Let's make it 11 right here with the second one. Max does not follow that, but Myron gets the rebound. Then sends it across the way. Moore off the wing, gives it back out to Butler. Back to Moore. He wants the 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound down deep. McNeil, well, had a chance. Front court with it is Adams. Into the corner, Hoffman. Drive to the basket, kick to the open corner. Around the horn it'll go. McNeil bounces down low, kicks it out. Hoffman, open 3, left it short. Rebound fought for, put back up and in, and I could not have it.
Second chance opportunity of their own.
I don't know who got
that was McNeil that got the second chance.
Yep. All right.
Boy, that was great ball rotation. And they ended up with a basket off a rebound.
Got him to miss a couple and couldn't secure it. Moore in the front court. Isaiah gives it up to Max Raymer. Pointer lead down to 8. Butler trying to get by his man, does into the lane. Jump stop, left-hander, banks it.
Yeah, so good at finishing with either hand.
Yep. Quickly, McNeil other end, trying to get by Myron down the lane. That's not a travel. He throws it up and in, I guess.
I guess that's some version of the Euro step.
Yep. It's the Minnesota Euro step. Into the front court. It'll go up to Butler. I'm baffled on how that doesn't turn into traveling at any level, but it doesn't. Cal gets in deep and then has it stolen away. Lead feed 2-on-1. McNeil goes by his man and makes it a harder layup than he had to, but he scored it. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-point game.
When you allow them to get in the open floor, they're at their best. So turnovers, that's costly.
Yep. Butler. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining, by the way. Over to Max Raymer. Pointers just run into some struggles now and then. Seth Myron controls, and out it'll go to Josiah Butler. I feel like you need a basket here. He'll take it. Butler for 3, left it short. Rebound Hoffman.
But no offensive movement, Scotty. No. We had 2. That ball was in the hands of only 2 guys that dribbled away the 30 seconds, basically.
Yeah, McNeil into the corner to Adams. Back to McNeil. 6-point game. On the drive, McNeil bounces it out. Adams back over. McNeil down the right of the lane, behind the back into the lane.
Well, that's either a foul or a travel.
It's going to be a foul on Raymer.
Yep. Team foul number 6.
60-54, and the foul on Seth Myron, his second, and another timeout coming. 7:01 to go in the ball game. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll come right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. 7:01 to go in the ball game. Mr. Royale Campground, Isherwood Road in Bancroft, making memories one campsite at a time. A 14-point lead, but it's down to 6 right now, John.
Yeah, that 14-point lead was 54-40. They've outscored us 14 in that roughly 4.5-minute span. So we've got a game.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Yeah, they've got the possession. 20 on their shot clock. See what they run here. Look for the guy inbounding to come back to.
McNeil, that is Carmelo, will inbound for North Central. 20 on the shot clock, as John said. Winters all starters except Isaiah Moore in for Bumgartner right now. McNeil looking to inbound, does to brother McNeil in the corner.
Oh, they're going to get a
foul
hold
on
from
Butler,
behind.
I think.
Yeah.
That for Josiah will be his third.
And now they're going to shoot a bonus.
Yep.
But the clock stopped. They got a chance to get this down to 4.
McNeil at the line.
And he's not a guy you want to foul, Scotty. He's 94%.
60-54. First is good.
It's almost automatic, too, if you're going to foul number 11. Carmelo
He had
McNeil.
only been 2 of 5 here.
Is that right?
Yeah. Second one, of course, he made them both then.
Well, here they come. They've knocked that 14 down to 4.
Yeah. Need a ball, need a basket here. A score of some sort. Butler to bring it up. Don't want to say you've got a choke collar on. Well, a lot of contact, no whistle. Ball pops free. It will go down and out of bounds. They're going to give it to North Central.
Well,
Carter thinking he was fouled, but you didn't get a whistle. That was a lot of contact.
I thought so.
Without a foul whistle.
Yeah, I thought he got a lot of Carter there.
Just have to be more sure with it. 60-56. Could get this down to a 1-point game. Alternate possession will now come back to the Pointers. Or did it just go out of bounds? I guess they didn't call jump ball. Pointers do have the arrow in their favor.
I think it was off of Carter last.
I guess so. All right, inbound, it'll come to McNeil. Well, credit the Rams. They're coming back. They have played a lot of close games. Just haven't always won. Left side.
And another
foul
foul
in the
from
post
behind.
on Moore. Now, how are we getting fouls from behind at one end and not at the other? Or maybe they don't play as tight a defense as we have been playing. 4 on Isaiah Moore. An 8th team. And now Carrington McNeil to the line for the first time. This is a 1-and-1. First is on the way. It's not going to go. Rebound Isaiah Moore.
Well, that's a big miss.
Yeah. And then tipped away by McNeil. And they're going to say off of Moore's foot and out of bounds.
Well,
where's our point guard?
The quick hands.
That's 2 trips. So we never even got a shot off now. 60-56.
10
Livingston
turnovers.
leaves it back over. McNeil to McNeil. Got to dig it out. Livingston. Steal by Isaiah Moore. He'll start it up the floor. Gets hammered. And they're going to give the ball to Point.
Boy, you got to be stronger than that, Scotty. I mean, they're down 4 with 6 minutes to go. You know they're going to come at you with those quick hands. They're really bothering our guards right now.
Butler will bring it up. Well, that might be the formula. I don't know. Cal Crone puts it on the deck, takes it to the corner with the handoff to Carter Combs up Butler. Back over to Carter, into the post. It'll go to Cal. Turns, faces Hoffman.
It was there.
And then his pass intended for Myron tipped out of bounds. Pointer ball underneath.
Yeah, one of the defenders turned his head, and Seth was going to get an easy 2. Fortunately, the ball got deflected.
Need a basket, 5:54 to go. The only 9 on the clock, by the way, on the inbound. It'll come to Cal Crone. Do they realize that? Cal will put it on the deck at the arc, gives it up to Carter. Carter launches a triple off the rim. No rebound, tipped out of bounds.
Whoa!
And that really looked like it was off the Rams.
Can they look
They're
at
going to
that?
give it back.
Can they look at that? Coach gets a challenge, right?
Absolutely looked like it was off of North Central
I think Coach gets a challenge, and they're going to take it right here. So they will go to the monitor and take a look at this.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll have a very good angle to see, but they will take a look at whose ball this will be. Cheese Pleasers, freshest, best tasting cheese snack products produced in Bancroft. Cheese trays freshly made. Well, you hate to say, but right now they're beating our guards up out on top and stealing the ball, denying the ball, etc. And Pointer offense has gone stagnant.
It is, and we've started a lot of dribbling and a lot of standing with the ball. The ball is just getting stuck, and it's kind of similar to last week. Remember how we moved the ball and did so much off the pass, and just had beautiful spacing and timing and moving and passing. And then we started getting a little one-on-one and getting the ball stuck in the second half, and we have that same thing going on now. Kind of indecision.
It's kind of like, well, you know, I have no idea what's going through their head, but kind of like, okay, now we're in this position. Who's going to be the guy? And I don't know. Instead of just playing five-man offense, it's kind of like we're stuck, as you just said. Ball gets stuck in one guy's hands, and the clock keeps rolling. Yep. Now you're throwing stuff up at the end.
And then the ball is up on top. You got 6 seconds to go. And the defender's quicker than the offensive player, so it's hard to blow by them or generate a shot off the dribble.
Well, let's see what the officials come up with here.
Well, now, that means we keep the timeout, too. If I understand this,
it's going to be our ball.
Yeah, if they had said that it was going to stay with North Central, we would have lost the timeout.
Yeah. I'm quite sure the official just said Pointer ball. Springville Sports Barn, fuel up and cheer your team on before and after the game. Look for the big red barn. Springville Sports Barn.
So you got to like that new rule, right, where the coach gets a challenge?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Pointers will inbound under their own basket. 20 on the shot clock. It comes into Cal. Out to Seth Myron. Somebody's got to put it in the basket. Josiah Butler, they'll clear it out. He goes down to the baseline. Works between the legs with the dribble into the paint. Step back jumper. No, but a foul.
Whoa, he's going to get a technical. Yep, and you could see it coming. And he being Jaquan Adams, looked right at the official with a little too much emotion, and it was a little bit too demonstrative.
I couldn't see it. I was blocked out by the official who made the call.
Yeah.
Did he say any naughty words, or was he just kind of...
I don't think so, but he voiced some dissatisfaction, and he took his arm and he just kind of threw it out right at the official. You know, it's when you turn and it's you and the official, and you do that much of a demonstration, you're kind of asking for a technical.
Well, now this is huge.
Yep.
As you know, Josiah's first is good. I mean, you can get 4 straight right here.
Yep, you have to keep your composure, right?
That's what they always say. That's hard to do. Second one by Josiah is good.
It is. It's an emotional game. You thought you made a pretty good play, and the call didn't go your way.
All right.
Of course, he gets two fouls out of that, then 2, Scott.
That's correct. He's got 4 now. And 9 team fouls, I might add.
And now he's going to get, he, being Josiah Butler, is going to get 2 more free throws.
All right. Efforts is coming back in here for Adams, so watch out. He's been hot from the corners. 62-56. You could get 2 more points if Josiah can knock down 2 more. This is the shots for the foul on the shot. He made 3. How about 4 in a row for Josiah Butler to get that lead back up to 8. 5:27 to go. Nothing coming easy for this Pointer basketball team, but you wouldn't expect it. North Central's a nice team. He made all 4.
And expected to challenge for the championship in their league.
Yep. The UMAC.
That's with Superior, right?
Right. McNeil to McNeil over to the right side. It'll go there. Livingston drives to the baseline.
And they're going to get a quick foul.
Another foul.
Right. Is that going to be on Carter?
Yep. And 9 team fouls, so now 2 coming up for Jaden Livingston. Well, 1 and 1.
Yeah.
Unless he was shooting, but I don't think he was. So this is a 1 and 1. Then everybody will shoot 2. He missed the first. Carter gets the rebound. Out it'll come to Seth Myron. Front court, right side, Butler. That's a big miss.
Oh boy, it was.
Carter against McNeil, down to the baseline, in on the baseline, gives it back to Myron. Myron had a double team, works deep on the post. Little shoulder push off, goes off left hand, no. Rebound, Butler goes up left hand, yes.
Well, another second chance opportunity for the Pointers. If we win this game, it's going to be on second chance opportunities.
McNeil against Moore, free throw line, kick out, McNeil. Stopped up on the baseline temporarily. McNeil out to Livingston. Cut off by Carter. Into the left corner. Wide open. Passed it up. Kick out McNeil. And he traveled. Before, that's not the first time that's happened, but he did travel.
Well, you know what?
And
that's
Joe got him on that one.
That's the case where the Rams were too unselfish.
Yeah.
They passed up a couple rhythm threes there.
That one passed up from the left corner. There was nobody out there.
And then they passed up one from the wing. So they passed up 2 threes.
10-point deficit for North Central. Pointers with the ball, trying to extend. Cal Crone out between the rings. Takes it against Hoffman. Hoffman hands it to Butler. Butler looking right back at Cal, now on the left block. Double team, just a hair late in getting it to Isaiah. It was tipped out of bounds. Would have been a pretty easy 2 for Isaiah.
Yeah, they ran that double team from Cal's blind side, but he did a great job of feeling it and found the open guy. Just as you said, a split second too late.
66-56. Combs inbounds, left baseline. Cal Crone spins, goes up off the glass and knocks it down. 68-56, right side 3, McNeil quickly scored. They get down the floor so fast.
Don't they? That's his 14th point.
Carter into the front court. Out to Cal at the top of the circle. Crone right back over to Carter. 68-59 with that 3 ball into the post. It'll go Myron. Backing his way down, goes left hand, rolled it off the rim. McNeil with a rebound. He'll push across the timeline, top of the circle, down the left of the lane, got in deep. Is that a push-off?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they're going to get him with a little push-off.
And that was
Josiah Butler to the floor.
Yeah, sent him right out of bounds. Good job of holding your possession.
Carmelo.
Josiah Butler, a great job of staying in front, right on the ball, and forcing that offensive foul.
3:26 to go in the ball game. Pointers lead 68-59, a 30-second break. We're coming right back. Pointer basketball, WPCN. Since to go in the ball game. Stevens Point trying to pick up win number 6 on the season and leading the North Central Rams 68-59.
Well, it's been anything but easy. And tell you what, 16 offensive rebounds by the Pointers have led to 18 second chance points.
No complaints there.
No. And we've needed every one of them, right?
Women's basketball to follow. Obviously, that'll be a little bit later than we had intended. And then after that, Spash girls basketball. So Bethany Lutheran ended up beating River Falls 82-80 in men's basketball today, by the way. All right, Pointers with the ball. Josiah, double team coming. Everybody falls away. Cal underneath. Myron goes up and scores it.
Well, they came with that full court pressure, and we made them pay on the back end.
Quickly up, McNeil. Off it'll go there into the
he held
hands
him.
of Livingston, and a foul.
Yeah, you can't play with your hands. And that'll be his 5th. And the last thing you want to do at this point, Scotty, is let them score with the clock.
Yeah.
Especially since they're going to get 2 free throws.
Well, good to have Isaiah back. He'll have to get his defense worked out a little bit.
A lot
He
of
is
those
fouled
fouls,
out of the game, 3:07.
A lot of those fouls just came with reaching out and playing defense with your hands. And, of course, you got to play defense with your feet, right? You got to shuffle and move and cut those paths off by position.
Raymer will come in to replace Isaiah, who indeed has fouled out here. Skyward Incorporated, connecting parents and education.
Isaiah fouls out with 7 points and 4 rebounds.
I like the rebound.
Yeah. Our guards do get a lot of rebounds.
Livingston will get 2 free ones this time. Everybody's in the 2 free ones coming, and he missed the first.
That hurts. Doused with 3 rebounds out of the guard position, and Carter Combs always a rebounder, has 4. So there's 11 boards from your essentially point guard position.
Second free one, that one he's got. So the lead down to 10 with 3:07 to go. Combs looking, bounces it on the floor. Double team, it'll come on to head to Josiah Butler. Not across the timeline yet. Josiah will work it with the dribble. Got a big bump there, then slapped away from him. Pulled out of there, McNeil on ahead, McNeil to the basket, and he'll lay it up and in.
Man, you just showed ball.
And a foul on top of it on Carter Combs.
There was an opportunity back in that top corner again where we picked the ball up.
Just live with the pressure.
I know
you're fine.
You know, you miss a guy like, I hate to say this, but you miss Khalifa El Amin.
Well, now they got a violation because one of their players, and I believe it was Livingston, stepped into the top of the circle while they had administered the free throw, and that's a violation. So wipes away a free throw.
You miss guards like Khalifa El Amin, Tobias Relaford, those guys that were so darn good with the basketball.
And Darius Bolden. Just a year ago, because who wanted the ball in this circumstance? Darius was one of those guys with an extreme amount of confidence that was like, give me the ball.
The way you put that. Darius and Josiah really got picked again. Just Livingston down to the baseline. Kick it out. McNeil in the corner, his pass kicked out of bounds.
Josiah struggling against
quickness, John. I'm going back to quickness.
Yep. He's struggled some last week, too, in a similar circumstance.
We have relatively big and strong guards. We're just showing a lot of basketball. Off it'll go to Livingston on the wing. It's still an 8-point game. Kick out efforts for 3. Rolled it off the rim. Long rebound. Carter Combs. Now get it up the floor.
And here's the other thing, Scotty. Once you have that ball,
go.
We're kind of standing and looking to where we can pass. Beat the guy and go.
Yeah. And create them to scramble at the defensive end like you are forced to do at their end.
Don't dribble and not gain any grounds.
Carter will go to the line for 2, looking for his first point of the game.
Because as you're dribbling and not going anywhere, as you give them opportunities to get low and deflect the ball.
For sure.
So get the ball and go.
Well, now the sophomore point guard needs to knock down some free throws here, looking for his first point of the game. Good free throw shooter, and he rolls it off the rim. 5 to go.
There's a perfect 6 out of 6 coming into today.
Yep.
Carter hasn't had his best shooting night today. You don't know. He's 0 for 6 from the field, and now he's 0 from 1 from the line. It happens.
All right, he's going to make this one. We'll have a 9-point lead coming out of this. It's on the way, and it's perfect.
3 possessions.
All right, 2:25 to go, so a lot of time.
Yep.
Into the front court come the Rams. North Central making it awful tough, as we expected. McNeil Down on the baseline, and Max Raymer with some nice defense tipped it off of his foot and out of bounds.
Great play by the freshman defensively. Got a deflection.
Here they come with full court pressure.
Yep, they'll ratchet up even more. Watch the double team.
Carter looking, still looking, still looking. Finally got it on the floor to Seth Myron. Myron over to Cal Crone. They're going to let Cal bring it up. Crosses the timeline, didn't pick up his dribble. He takes it all the way to the baseline. Might have gotten away with a step.
I thought maybe too.
Carter Combs long cross court. Butler, when he picked it up, I think he took an extra step. Josiah gives it up to Cal. Between the rings, over to the right side, it'll come to Myron. Down to Cal on the baseline, fakes it, takes it to the block. Underneath, it'll go to Raymer. Double clutches up inside, he's got it. Max Raymer with a big field goal. 73-62, minute 40 to go. McNeil to McNeil. Into the left corner, running baseline efforts. Pinned down, tipped pass. Nice job by Raymer to tip it out of bounds.
18 on the shot clock. This is a must possession now if you're the Rams. You're down 11, 4 possessions. They really need to score here.
Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Inbound it'll come. McNeil against Raymer. Into the lane, kick to the wing, 3-ball buried.
Boy, that hit nothing but net. Just a high rainbow shot. Straight through. Big shot.
Hoffman, I believe, right?
Yep. Stepped out. The big guy stepped out.
6'5", big guy. Well, they're knocking down threes. I still look at the Pointers' three-point shooting, and it's like 17% or something.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll tell you what, Hoffman, 1 of 8 on the year, Scotty. And that one
somehow they all make it against Stevens Point.
That one was as pure as could be. Yeah, we are, what are we? 4 of 24, Scotty.
Yeah. Partners Pub and Grill in Stevens Point, your pre-gaming headquarters since 1977. Taste the tradition, Stanley Street, Stevens Point. You know, back in the day, John, I think I was part of that pre-gaming tradition starting in 1977.
Yes, you were.
Well, darn it. 73-65, 8-point difference here.
I was in my first year of graduate school.
I'm so proud of you.
I was in one of those 2-year grad programs. Then they kicked me out.
Well, it took them that long.
Yeah, you've been here for 6 years, actually. Yeah, it was a 60-credit graduate program.
Well, let's see if the Pointers can finish this one off now.
Well, you're up 8. Got it. First thing you got to do is take care of the basketball, right? First thing is get it on the floor, and then you know they're going to come at you.
Yeah.
So be strong with the ball.
All right. Carter Combs gets it on the floor to Seth Myron against McNeil. Back to Carter. He'll start. Here comes the double team. Picked up his dribble. Raymer on ahead to Myron. Over to Butler to the basket. Foul blocked. Might have picked that ball up just a hair too far out, but he's going to go to the line.
There's only one thing that Josiah was going to do. We were 3-on-1 there, Scotty. Cale leading the 3-on-1, and he kicked it to the left wing, and Josiah was going to go to the basket. And the good thing about that is when it's 3-on-1, even if you missed, you got 2 rebounders waiting for it.
Butler misses a free throw. All right, gets one more.
Well, this will give you
73-65.
a 9-point lead.
Still with a minute 10, so it is not over. This one's good. 9-point lead, a minute 10 to go. Quickly, they'll move into the front court. McNeil.
No, I wasn't ready for it.
A bad pass. Stevens Point gets it. Butler will bring it up here. Josiah being ridden by Livingston leaves it back for Carter Combs. And Carter showed ball, almost had it stolen again. In fact, kind of did. We're going to have to take a timeout. Reaching in was Wedgeworth. Nice play. Those quick hands out front, and Stevens Point hangs on to the basketball.
Yeah. And looking for pass. That's where you've got your dribble alive. If he wants to be in your belly, go around him, right? Especially as a point guard. You've got to have the confidence to do that. Easier said sitting here, I suppose.
Sure. And when they're quicker than you are, maybe that's a lot more difficult. I'm not, I've never been quick, so.
Well, you know what? Get that ball down low. You sweep below your knees. You sweep it hard and go.
give yourself a little head of steam and move the ball. All right, 52.3 seconds to go. Point will inbound off the right sideline.
Well,
First job, get the ball on the floor.
a basket here, you would think would put it in your win column.
All right. Carter gets it on the floor to Butler. McNeil on him there. Holding it there. Butler back off to Cal Crone. Cal, well, he took one dribble and lost it. We're going to get a foul against McNeil. His first, I think. No, second, they're going to say.
Well, one free throw should do this, guy. You're down to 43. You got a 3-possession lead at a full 9. So one free throw here should ice this thing.
Cal will get 2. Everybody's shooting 2, whether it's a shooting foul or not. First is on the way. And the junior out of Waukesha nails the first.
That should do it.
75-65.
Tell you what, Scotty, that technical foul a few minutes ago
Helped
really
to turn
kind of changed the momentum, didn't it?
Yeah, I agree. That was 4 points by Josiah. Missed the second. Up the wing, Livingston into the corner. Right back to Livingston. Open 3 off the rim. Deep rebound. Raymer. And they're going to call a foul on McNeil, his third.
Up.
And now Max will get 2 free ones at the other end. Again, Pointer women's basketball coming up, and then Spash girls basketball. And unless we have an awfully fast women's game, we're going to get about half of that Spash girls game in. So A.J. Ligman, be ready, but it'll take a little time here.
And he'll catch you up, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, he'll know what's going on. He'll fill you in as soon as we can get to him out at the Spash Fieldhouse, Max Raymer.
This thing wasn't always well played, but it was hard fought.
Yeah.
Against an athletic, quick team, right?
Correct.
With that plays small and fast. 5 out on offense, where they do a lot of cut, try to drive through your gaps.
Second one in and out. We're doing a lot of 1 of 2.
Yeah.
Lead feed Livingston, left corner. Wedgeworth drives baseline. His cross lane pass intercepted. Carter Combs gives it off. Down low, Raymer takes it up and is fouled with 21 seconds to go in the
They
game.
could have just turned around and brought that out and ended the game, but we'll do it this way.
Yeah. Max will get 2.
Good game by Max. Scotty.
Yeah, no, I agree
Up
with that.
7, he had 4 rebounds, 7 points. This could be 8 and 9, and no turnovers.
Yeah. He, as you said before, and we've been saying, is going to be so good to have on your team.
I have to ask him what the length of his sleeves are on his dress shirts. I'm guessing maybe 36 or 7.
First one good, 12-point lead. Second one coming, and Max left that one short. McNeil, front court, just don't foul.
Yep.
McNeil wanted to go to the lane, and down the lane, missed the shot, tipped around. Josiah Butler with the board, and they're going to foul again with 10 seconds to go.
Yeah.
That'll be called on Livingston.
Well, good win.
Yeah, you knew it was going to be tough. North Central is a good team despite that record.
I don't know. Is there
a lot of good teams?
Is there such a thing as a bad win?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess a bad win would be if you win and lose 2 of your players.
Yeah. Butler's first. Oh, what?
Yeah, I think our concentration is waning a little bit.
Drew Doust will come in for Cal Crone.
Yeah. Drew had some good minutes in that first half, where he scored 6 points. First 6 as a pointer, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Josiah makes 1 out of 2.
Well, we're up 13,
10
but
seconds to go. Butler will come out.
with only 2 minutes to go, this was anybody's game.
That's a fact. Stevens Point will improve the record. McNeil will toss it across. Livingston will throw it at the basket, and your final score. Stevens Point wins game 1 of our triple header here today. Stevens Point 78 and North Central 65 pointers. Our 6-1 North Central will drop to 2-7 on the season. 78-65 back in 2 minutes. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.